deeper into the recesses of the American cultural psyche. Ronald Reagan's career as an actor ended nearly half a century ago, eons in a culture where lasting relevance is, with rare exception, usually measured in months. Like the early studio publicity 8x10s of his face, he may have preferred to airbrush the wrinkles of imperfection that marred the myths of his pre-presidential Hollywood years. His two official memoirs, both ghostwritten, the first by Richard Hubler, the second by Robert Lindsay, are essentially the same book, save for the expanded time frame of the second, written some 25 years after the first, when Reagan's 2 terms of president had ended. They both share similarly self-aggrandizing distortions and significant lapses of fact, not all that unusual in memoirs when the subject chooses to recollect his own achievements for posterity, something politicians and actors often do. The first, Where's the Rest of Me?, originally published in 1965, a year before Reagan made his successful run for governor, takes for its title his character's most famous line from Sam Wood's 1942 King's Row. In it, Reagan, as Drake McHugh, asks the unforgettable question when he realizes his legs have been amputated during emergency surgery following an accident, and that the operation has left him incomplete as a man. Unfortunately, the memoir, whose main focus is the political battles Reagan fought before, during, and after his rise to the presidency of the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, a kind of primer for his future political style, is woefully incomplete. Reagan's title references not just his own appointment with destiny in the great American body politic, but the political identity that would come with it. He had changed his party affiliation from Democrat to Republican only 3 years earlier. In the book, he glides through his Hollywood career rather lightly, as if impatient to get to the part of his life's journey that first made him feel truly whole. The second, An American Life, first published in 1990, runs over 725 pages, of which less than 20%, about a fifth, deals with Reagan's Hollywood years, despite the fact that his film and TV career lasted nearly 3 decades and did not end until 1965, when he was already 54 years old, almost 30 years, a full third of his life. Author's note: Reagan appeared in 54 feature films between 1937 and 1964, and between 1952 and 1965 appeared in dozens of episodics and hosted 2 series, GE Theater and Death Valley Days. After 1966, he continued to appear on TV variety shows, including The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, right up until his presidency. Considering Reagan died almost 30 years later, in June 2004, at the age of 93, after several years of suffering from Alzheimer's disease, the span of his active full-time political career, not counting his work as the head of SAG while he was still a working actor, from his election as governor of California in 1966 to his second presidential term ending in 1988, amounts to about 22 years, or a little less than a quarter of his life. Author's note: Reagan's term actually ended with George H.W. Bush's inauguration on January 20th, 1989. Granted, serving as the ultimate leading man, the President of the United States, was more important to him and the rest of the world than playing second fiddle to Warner's extraordinary stable of uber-leading men, Humphrey Bogart, Dick Powell, Errol Flynn, and Pat O'Brien, among others. There is, nonetheless, in both memoirs, especially the second, a lot left out, a palpable disconnect, the absence of what actors often refer to as the motivational through line.